Hello everyone. In this video we will explore the rise of the major Brazilian mining company, Vale, and how it evolved from a small mining operation to the world's leading iron ore producer. In this video we will highlight its modern challenges like the Brumadinho disaster, which caused hundreds of deaths to the Brazilian people. We will also highlight the key milestones including its early exports and global partnerships. Watch how Vale's history reflects Brazil's industrial growth and how the company is now striving to focus on safety and sustainability after its recent disasters.
Vale do Rio Doce, a Brazilian mining company that was founded in 1942 by the Brazilian government with the state's goal to seize control of strategic natural resources in the country. The Brumadinho disaster was a major environmental and human tragedy that happened on January 25, 2019, in Brumadinho, a town in the state of Minas Gerais, Brazil. A dam owned by Vale S.A., which was used to store mining waste called a tailings dam, suddenly collapsed. When the dam broke, a huge wave of mud and toxic mining waste rushed down the valley, destroying everything in its path: homes, roads, farms, and parts of Vale's own facilities. Sadly, about 270 people were killed, most of them Vale employees and local residents. The disaster caused severe environmental damage, contaminating rivers like the Itabira River, and it became one of the worst industrial accidents in Brazilian history. It also led to several criminal investigations, massive fines, and increased attention on the safety of mining operations in Brazil and around the world. This event made Vale do Rio Doce reassess and overall safety procedures, implement stricter monitoring of all its dams, invest heavily in risk management, and increase transparency and social responsibility efforts in order to rebuild trust with local communities and the international community.
Vale started out in Brazil, in the mining industry in Itabira, a region in the mineral-rich state of Minas Gerais. It was initially dominated by two companies, Companhia Brasileira de Mineração e Siderurgia and Companhia Itabira de Mineração. Both were foreign-owned, financially unstable, and focused primarily on exporting materials rather than contributing to domestic industrial growth. Recognizing the strategic importance of these resources, President Getúlio Vargas pursued a policy of economic nationalism. He nationalized the foreign companies and consolidated them into a single, state-controlled enterprise, which later became Vale do Rio Doce in 1942. This move not only stabilized mineral production, but also allowed Brazil to retain control over one of its most valuable natural resources, which would later make the country one of the top global producers of iron.
During World War II, Vargas forged a strategic partnership with the United States. Vale supplied crucial minerals, particularly iron ore, which was essential for steel production, to support the U.S. war effort. This ensured that Brazil played a vital role in the Allied supply chain, exporting hundreds of thousands of tons of ore. In exchange, the United States provided technical assistance, investments, and industrial support, helping Brazil modernize its railway and port infrastructure, develop heavy industry, and strengthen the country's economic independence. This collaboration transformed Brazil from a primarily resource-exporting nation into an emerging industrial power. During the 1940s, Vale began its first iron ore exports, marking the beginning of its long-lasting presence in the international mining market. In its early years, Vale's annual production was modest, with only a few million tons, but it laid the foundation for what would later become a mining empire producing over 300 million tons per year in the 21st century.
Vale took some time to adjust to the market and start growing, but this changed dramatically in the 1960s. The company entered a period of rapid expansion, and in 1966 it inaugurated the port of Tubarão in Espírito Santo. At the time, it was one of the most advanced iron ore shipping terminals in the world, capable of handling 10 million tons annually. The following year, in 1967, two major events took place. Vale became one of the 6 largest exporters in the world, trading 26 different types of ore, and the rich Carajás deposits were discovered in southern Pará.
In the 1970s, Vale entered a phase of diversification. The company expanded its production beyond iron ore to include alumina, aluminium, magnesium, and titanium, responding to rising global demand for industrial materials. In 1973, Vale made its first ever sale of iron ore to China, making Brazil the first country in history to export iron ore to the Chinese market. By the end of that decade, Vale had become a crucial supplier to both European and Japanese steelmakers, exporting tens of billions of tons annually and strengthening Brazil's position in global trade.
Throughout the 1990s, Vale solidified its dominance. It became Brazil's main exporter and global leader in the iron ore market, producing around 114 million tons per year by the end of the decade.
This period was also marked by the privatization of Vale. The Brazilian government sold its controlling shares to private investors in 1997, enabling the company to access global capital markets and expand internationally.
Around the same period, Shirley Virginia Coutinho became the first woman to take on leadership role within the company, symbolizing progress in corporate diversity. Furthermore, Vale invested heavily in logistics, building and upgrading railways, maritime terminals, and ports.
At the beginning of the 2000s, Vale reached an important milestone in its path toward globalization when its shares began trading on the New York Stock Exchange. This was a major step because it officially opened the company to international investors and integrated Vale into one of the most prestigious financial markets in the world. According to company's market cap, by 2003, Vale's market capitalization exceeded US $20 billion, reflecting growing investor confidence.
It also meant that Vale had to comply with stricter financial transparency and corporate governance standards, improving its credibility and reputation among global stakeholders. This symbolizes the transformation of Vale from a national mining company, once dependent on the Brazilian state, into a fully global corporation with operations spanning 5 continents.
In 2007, the company officially rebranded from CVRD to Vale SA, adopting a modern international identity.
That same year, Vale also established the Vale Institute of Technology, reinforcing its focus on research, innovation, and sustainable development. By this time, Vale was producing nearly 300 million tons of iron ore annually, operating in more than 30 countries and employing over 125,000 people worldwide. However, the following decade brought serious challenges.
In 2015, a catastrophic dam collapse occurred in Mariana, Minas Gerais, resulting in 17 deaths and severe environmental damage. Then, in 2019, another tragic dam failure struck Brumadinho, causing even greater loss of life and devastation. Following lengthy legal proceedings, Vale reached a settlement of 6.8 billion reais, approximately $1.8 billion, with the Brazilian government. These tragedies forced Vale to reevaluate its operations and risk management practices. In the years that followed, the company overhauled its safety protocols, strengthening dam monitoring systems, and expanded its social responsibility initiatives, working to build trust with local communities and global stakeholders.
In the 2020s, Vale exports to over 30 countries across all 5 continents and remains a global leader not only in iron ore but also in nickel, copper, and manganese production. According to BBC, sales of iron ore fines and pellets represented 65% of total company revenues in 2014. Today, Vale is the world's 4th largest mining company with revenues of $35 billion in 2017, being the number 1 producer and exporter of iron ore.
In 2024, it produced about 327.7 million metric tons of iron ore, its highest output since 2018, with more than half coming from the Cajares complex. After overcoming periods of crisis and transformation, Vale continues to focus on sustainability, innovation, and community development, reaffirming its role as a central player in the world's mining and logistic industries. Vale became the owner of 800 locomotives and more than 35,000 freight cars. Its ongoing US $12.2 billion investment in expanding the Cajares operation through 2030 underscores Vale's commitment to maintaining its position at the forefront of global mining and infrastructure development.
Now that you've learned about the history and some of the key aspects of Vale, we will now conduct a SWOT analysis of the company in order to better understand its overall position in the market.
First off, the strengths of the company. Vale is a leader in the mining industry, as it is one of the world's largest producers of iron ore. The company focuses on efficient operations and has successfully reduced costs in the market. Now, the weaknesses of the company, starting with its reduced cash flow and risks to environment its operations pose. In addition to this, Vale has low cash generation, which may limit its ability to invest in growth opportunities or handle unexpected expenses. While environmental risks could lead to higher costs, regulatory challenges, or damage to its reputation in the long term. The company has opportunities for growth should the demand for minerals to produce clean earth energy and technological improvements change the global mineral landscape. Like many companies in its sector, Vale is exposed to risks related to disasters, like the fallout after the dam collapses in Brazil. In addition to this, fluctuations in the price of iron ore greatly affect the profitability of the company. In conclusion, Vale do Rio Doce's story is one of growth, resilience, and transformation. From its beginnings in Itabira as a nationalized mining enterprise to becoming a global mining powerhouse, Vale has played a central role in shaping Brazil's industrial and economic development. The company's history reflects both innovation and tragedy, from pioneering international ore exports and expanding into new minerals, to facing catastrophic disasters that test its operational and ethical standards.
These events prompted Vale to reassess its practices, strengthen safety protocols, and invest in social responsibility, demonstrating the company's ability to learn and adapt. Today, Vale remains a leader in global mining while emphasizing sustainability, technological innovation, and community engagement. Ultimately, Vale's journey shows how a company can evolve through challenges, balancing economic growth, environmental and social responsibility, and continue to assert its influence on both the national and global stage. Thank you everyone for watching. Remember to subscribe, leave a like and a comment to let us know if you like these types of videos and if you want us to post more like this. Remember to check our channel for more similar content. See you on the next video.
During World War II,
Esse é meu,
Vargas...
Vai. Cara, posso estar rindo.
Cara.
Eu não... During World War II, Vargas... During World War...
Vai.
Can you guys stop so I can read this? I'm the boss, remember?
Okay,
Vale took...
Operating in more than 30 countries and employing over 125 people worldwide.
125 people? World War.
Operating in more than 30 countries.
Não, mano, só vai com essa do sentence de novo.
Tá bom. By this time, Vale was...